Next one we're going to do is actually glide our thumb up and pull with the index fingers down like this. So we're just going to glide up. You might hear a little pop in the wrist area, especially if their carpal bones are a little bit tight. And you can also perform a little bit of a traction. Another one, you can actually compress the whole hand, just one at a time if you want, or both at the same time. If you need a little bit of a break, you can have like this. Just use a little bit of your elbow. But just make sure you're supporting it here. And make sure your elbow isn't rough at all. So it's just going to be a totally different sensation if it's a little bit rough there when you're moving around in that area. Okay, you can kind of compress the top and the back of the hand. You can kind of shake, or you can just perform a little bit of glide. So you can incorporate the forearm into the treatment too. So again, everybody's belief is going to be a little bit different. So you can get the top and the bottom, the flexors and extensors, or you can get the sides too. And a lot of times people will actually have the hand up in this direction to treat the palm area. So if somebody has palmar fasciitis, it's going to be a little bit tight in that region. Also, if somebody has trigger finger, there's basic inflammation in the tendon. Sometimes their finger kind of locks up, so you can do some stretching in that area. Also, if somebody has rheumatoid arthritis, their range of motion is going to be a little bit less. So just stretch it the way until a little bit of resistance. With stretches, again, you can hold them there for 10, 20, 30 seconds, however long they want them, and also for yourself too. But it's always a good idea to ask feedback if you know that they're awake. Is this pressure okay for the treatment? But after a few treatments with you, more than likely you're going to figure it out what they actually like and what they don't like. So that's why you want to write those kind of things down for the treatment. Okay, more of a shimmy. Just go back and forth. So you get more of the ulna and the radius side, just back and forth. You go really fast if you need. Also, you can kind of glide down. More the forearm region. Okay, and they can perform more petrissage techniques, kind of kneading on the hands. And a lot of times people don't realize how good it actually feels to get your hands massaged, just because we do use them so much throughout the day, but they do get neglected, especially in a full body treatment, maybe 1 minute if that for each hand. That's all they get. But in a reflexology treatment, you can actually incorporate maybe even 20 minutes for each foot, 10 minutes for each hand, so that equals an hour. Or if they're just coming in for half an hour reflexology, maybe 10 minutes to each foot, 5 minutes each hand, so it evens out. But again, ask them what they would actually want and what they prefer then. So it all comes down to the client, because that's the person that's paying you, so listen to them. So a lot of some therapists, they just get stuck in a routine over and over again, don't ask for feedback, so just make sure you ask those kind of things with the client. Okay, you can actually kind of glide, kind of rotate the fingers. Or you can actually extend the fingers and glide too. Okay, good stretch. We're actually going to interlock. Stretch out the palmar area. So again, before when I went like this, interlocked, I'm actually just using my thumbs now. Just do a little stretch for the wrist region. And a good stretch, we're going to actually have two fingers in here, one in here. Okay, other one like this. So middle finger is actually pulling up. So you're going to massage like that then too. See how it's positioned. So it's a different one than this and this. So this is one stretch, another stretch like this, and then another stretch like this. Or you can actually just separate it like this, pulling the thumb and pinky finger out. And with the thumb you can kind of rotate it. You can actually squeeze this area too. And whatever you perform on one hand, you want to make sure you perform it on the other hand too. So with that, just to make it even throughout the body. So if you didn't have time and only massage one hand, the other hand's going to feel a little bit neglected. So that's why you make sure, again, even it out. But the palm area, that's where people are going to feel the most sensation. And when you're pulling on the fingers, if you want a little bit more traction, you can actually just use the sheet. Just get a little pull. Otherwise, a towel, if you want to just put it around there so you don't slip off of it. Here you might hear a little bit of pop again. But again, some people will just compress areas, and that's what their belief is with reflexology. So, and other ones will actually massage along with it. So